Hello, hello, Alden Alternate here. Hope you're well. Hope you've had a lovely day. I want to say a big happy Father's Day to all the dads out there, including the dad of my putty cat, which is right behind me there, licking himself. My little tiger cat. He's now 12. I adopted him about 11 years ago. Very grateful for the dad of my putty cat, and of course, very grateful for my beautiful father as well. Hope you've had a lovely day, and I hope you're appreciating your dad, whether your dad's here in spirit or is actually here physically with you. Hopefully you are thinking of your dad and being grateful for your dad now, wherever your dad may be. I'm coming to you today with day 6 of the 9-day Global Good News Challenge. It's been a very relaxing Sunday. I did a beautiful beach walk today and had a lovely swim in the ocean, one of my favorite things to do. Very grateful for the ocean. Grateful for so many things, and part of what the Global Good News Challenge is about is to help lift people's spirits and help decrease depression, anxiety and suicide rates in the community. I'm sure you would be aware over the last 6 months or so, the whole COVID fiasco has put people in a lot of different emotions, a lot of different emotional states. You know, there's a lot of people who are suiciding now, increased numbers of domestic violence, of alcohol consumption, of people stressing out over loss of business, etc. So with all this doom and gloom and with the constant negativity we've been hearing in the mainstream media, I think it's important that we get really conscious about where we choose to put our energy and what we choose to focus on. And part of the Global Good News Challenge is to help inspire more good news to lift people's spirits and to come to a place of gratitude and calm no matter what is happening in the world. So I decided to start the Global Good News Challenge in June this year. And we had 7, 14 and 21-day challenges in June. And then in July, we had a 5-day challenge. In August, we had an 8-day challenge. And now for September, we have a 9-day challenge. And basically all it is you just say your name, what you do, 3 things you're grateful for, and a piece of good news. Very simple exercise. Most people do it in just a few minutes. We've had a whole lot of Good News Crusaders across the world that have been doing these Good News challenges, which is just awesome. And you can actually start the challenge any day between now and September 9. You can start 9 consecutive days of Facebook Lives, either on your personal profile or in the Loving Life group on Facebook. So if you want to know full details, just check it out on Global Good News Challenge on the Facebook page. Pinned to the top of the page, you'll find all the details. So my Good News Challenge for today, day 6 of 9. That's how it goes. Hi, I'm Alden Alternate, known as the Media Queen. What I do is I help people get their message to the masses using online and offline media. I am very passionate about truth, about good news and animal welfare. And I've done quite a lot in line with all those 3 things, and I will continue to do so till the day I die, because that is what I stand for. 3 things I'm grateful for today. Very grateful for my friend Glenn, who I went for a walk on the beach with today, and we had a wonderful 90-minute walk and then a swim in the ocean. It was absolutely glorious. I am also grateful for my putty cat. He gives me so much joy. There he is, my little tiger cat. He is so adorable. I'm so glad I adopted him 11 years ago now. I can't believe it. I haven't actually had children, so Tiger's like my child, and I get so much joy from animals and from connecting with nature and all the beautiful beings around us. And I'm also grateful for a possum that has been coming to visit me for a few months now at the Happy House. We have a possum with a baby now, and tonight I actually saw the baby for the first time on the possum's back, and it was just adorable. And in fact, I'll put a photo up on Instagram so you can see the baby as well. It's just so beautiful. So of course I fed the possum some pear. She loves pear. And I don't know if the baby's a male or female, but they were both eating the pear tonight. And it's just wonderful. I think it's really great to be able to appreciate nature and the animals around us. And of course, I'm grateful for my wonderful father, who is just extraordinary, the most inspiring person in my life. He's someone who's had such an extraordinary life, being brought up pretty much in poverty in Turkey and working his butt off to become a civil engineer, and then to migrate to Australia in 1970. My background is I have Greek, Turkish, and Ukrainian blood, if you're wondering what my heritage is. And I was born in Sydney, so first generation Aussie, and very proud Aussie. And I love the multicultural aspect of Australia too. I love how multicultural we are here. And I love the spirit of Australia, and I love also how so many Australians are waking up to alternate points of view to what we have seen in mainstream media. Having worked as a journalist behind the scenes for many years, I can tell you that there are hidden agendas in the media, and we have a real blurring of what's happening now, where governments are being influenced by corporations, and we have a whole lot of things that have been instigated on Australians that are not lawful. And I would like to say now today, my good news is that an amazing lady, actually a lawyer from Melbourne, a lady called Serene Lefaha, I think the name is pronounced. She's an amazing lady from Melbourne, a lawyer who's taking on a class action against the government because of the unlawful ways they have been pushing onto people, mask wearing, all sorts of rules that are not lawful to do en masse. And I think she is just an extraordinary lady, Serene. I probably got her surname wrong, but anyway, I did mention her in a comment today in Facebook, and she runs a business called Advocate Me, and she's got 150 doctors that are all anonymous that are joining this class action. And, around the push against things like vaccinations, there's all sorts of side effects that have happened and that continue to happen with vaccinations, and one vaccination is not the same as another vaccination. And, that's a whole debate. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole right now. Although the thing is that, I believe we should have a choice whether we get vaccinated or not, whether we wear masks or not. Sure, if you have symptoms of anything, you probably should isolate yourself for a while. But if you don't have symptoms, so it can actually be very unhealthy to be wearing masks and suffocating yourself like that, and not getting, fresh air and sunshine, things like that are basic human needs that we need to stay healthy. So I suggest just do your own research on that one. And I'd like to say congratulations, Serene, and Advocate Me for the great work you are doing to be a stand for Australians in this class action, because there's all sorts of rules that are being imposed that go against the Biosecurity Act. And if you look up some of Serene's stuff, you'll see more detail on that. There's a whole lot of stuff that is happening that is not lawful. And she's making a stand for it, and so are a hell of a lot of other people. And so they should, and so we should support, I believe. If you disagree with what the government has been doing in Australia lately, I suggest make a stand. Be a stand, have your voice be heard, stand up and say what you need to say about this. Now, I am all for people having their own opinion on certain things out there in the community, and I do really stand for people to be respectful while you may have other opinions to some other people, right? Everyone's entitled to their opinion. I just suggest that you do your own research with everything. Do your own research, and then you can make an informed choice about what you think is really happening in the world and how you can respond to what is happening, to these rules and these lockdowns and border control and things that are happening in Australia that are like nothing I've seen in my lifetime, and I think are really quite outrageous, to be honest. There's a lot of a lot of confusion, a lot of upset, a lot of anger around what is happening right now. And I think it's important amongst all that to find your own place of centeredness and your own place of power amongst, the calm amongst the storm. There's certainly a lot of stormy people out there. Find your own place of gratitude. I'm so grateful for my health. I'm grateful for my house. I'm grateful for my, people that I've come to know over the years. I'm grateful for all my clients, my mass media mastery clients, all of them. I'm so grateful for them. And I'm grateful for every single challenge I come across, because it helps to make me a stronger person. Like the caterpillar that is about to become a butterfly. It has to go through the cocoon itself. It has to struggle through that cocoon so that it has enough blood in its wings so it can fly. And similarly with human beings, we also need to go through certain challenges sometimes so that we can become stronger on the other end of it. Thank you so much for joining me today. So that's my good news today. Good on Serene. Good on her and Advocate Me for the class action against the government. I think it's brilliant, and I think it's about time that people stood up and had their voice be heard, and support people like Serene, who are doing a great job to actually be a stand for human rights and for things being done in a legal way, as opposed to what we've been seeing here in Australia. And a whole lot of fiasco around COVID, where a lot of people are saying that these figures are blown out of all proportion. And even with all the blown out of all proportion, they're still very minor figures in the overall scheme of things. So let's put things in perspective here. And, I think all Australians would agree it's time that, we start to look at bringing things back to some form of normality. Just walking through Southport today, I was blown away at how many closed shops there are in Southport now. So many shops are closed. And when you do go into a shop now, there's limits on numbers. You've got to sign in. The world has certainly changed. We are in changing times. And, I think under the circumstances, there's certain things we can control and there's certain things we can't. So let's focus on what we can control. Let's focus on the good in the world. Let's focus on the positive things in the world. And let's help shift the things that we don't like. And let's be a stand for justice and for peace within and without all of us. And I love the Gandhi quote, be the change you wish to see in the world. Be the change you wish to see in the world. And if you're not happy about what's happening right now, then I suggest get educated. Start to look at what Advocate Me are talking about. There's another great group too, Empowered Lifestyle Revolution, with Anthony and Kate Golly. They're doing an amazing job as well with educating people about their rights right now, and what we can do to empower ourselves in this climate, in amongst the craziness. And my other good news is actually on Thursday morning, I'm going to be interviewed by Neni Carolina Chasen on her Songversation podcast. She's interviewing me about how to gain free publicity in crazy times. It'll be a live stream from 8 till 9 o'clock. It'll be restreamed on a whole lot of different platforms, Periscope, Twitter, Periscope. I think also on YouTube, Facebook. She's going to quite a few places with that interview. So that'll be 8 o'clock Thursday morning this week. So if you want to check that out, I'm sure you'll find that very interesting. We'll have a Q&A at the end of that too. So it's Neni Carolina Chasen, who we just had at the last Mass Media Tribe meetup. She spoke about how to automate Instagram for success. And second time we've had Neni at our events, and we're having her back again by popular demand. She'll be back on October 22 as well. Another event I've got coming up September 24 with Andrew Komenos. We have our Mass Media Tribe event with the results guy, and Andrew will be talking about how to build a multi-six-figure business. And as much as there might be craziness out there, more millionaires and more opportunities are created during downtimes, during depressions, than at any other time. So now there's huge opportunity, not just to gain publicity and to get yourself out there with your message, but also massive opportunity in the area of the online business world, because we have a global economy and there's people around the world that that need information, they need help, they want support, etc. And you could be that shining light for them. You could choose to step up and be that for someone else and actually share your message and share your wisdom and knowledge and, create a global economy. So many people making money on Shopify, selling things online, eBay, etc. Lots and lots of opportunities. It just depends what you want to focus on. So here's to more good news in the world. Thank you to all the Good News Crusaders out there. Really appreciate you. Thank you for watching right now, if you're watching this, and thanks to all the dads. Big happy Father's Day to you. I'm signing out now. Alden Alternate Media Queen, signing out for day 6 of 9 of the Global Good News Challenge, and look forward to seeing you for day 7 tomorrow and a big week ahead. Bye for now.